Impromptu bonus episode of Better Late Than Never. There's no intro. There's no extra. We're talking about Trilogy Oilfield Rentals, though. Of course we are. Trilogy Rentals. They are an established provider of oilfield rental tools with full-time operating units in Provost, Weyburn, and Kindersley. They also provide seasonal and project-specific stations in Fort St. John, Fort McMurray, Lac La Biche, and others as customers require. We are in Liam's room right now. I've got the Captain Felton sitting beside me. Rick's here. Jay's here. Tyler's here. Tyler, you're looking rough today, pal.
Yeah, I am, man.
What's wrong?
yeah, man.
What's going on?
I don't even know what time I went to bed last night.
I
gambled a lot.
I want to kind of go walk through the day yesterday because we're on day 2 of the nation vacation. First of all, what a group we have down here with us this time.
It's a great group.
It always turns out
That watch party was next level.
We always try to throw a watch party when we're down here, and the last time we were here was 3 years ago, which is crazy. But we threw a watch party at PBR. That turned into a Oilers bar for the night, despite our group only having 50 people. We had hundreds of people in there, so we knew we wanted to do it again when we came down to Vegas this time around. So Nation Dan scheduled or organized something at Tom's Watch Bar last night. And it was funny when we walked in because the manager was there and he's like, "Are you guys sure like you're going to fill this place up?" Like, yeah, you'll see what's coming. Because long before we got there, you started to see Oilers jerseys popping up on the strip. And there's nothing better than that. You knew that there was going to be a vibe. The Oilers fans that were here were ready to party. We had a great setup at Tom's Watch Bar for the game. We were all having cocktails. The mood in there was vibrant before the game even started. And then as puck drops around 7 o'clock, whatever it was locally, by the time the game actually got started, the place was packed.
Yeah, man. It was...
And then the Oilers popped home 7, and that place got loud every single time.
We popped the lid off that place.
When Connor scored halfway through the first period, first of all, birthday goal, the place erupted. And then the energy just didn't calm down from there.
Yeah,
did not.
He set
Your
the tone.
your energy needs...
He set the tone. He expended we just did a no one every day before this. And Tyler manufactured some real high-intensity energy. And I think he's reeling from that right now.
Well, the thing is, I was still drunk for most of this morning, and now I'm not.
So we have a rule also on Nation Vacations where you take 1 shot before 10 a.m. or 10 shots before, 10 drinks before 1 p.m.
This is a team thing. A team needs to be involved in this.
Yeah, so yesterday, day 1 in Vegas, everybody got in just under the wire. And today, though, the old boys led the charge on the trip.
Yeah. That's normal.
Nation Dan gets his tequila in. Me and Rick are in. Jay's in. Not a peep from the kids in the group. And Captain Felton was there. And actually, you know what? To be honest, Waz was in with the most outrageous drink I've ever seen somebody have.
and amaretto.
Mixed?
Yeah.
It is. It is so interesting watching Waz trying to understand and formulate life.
I knew we were in for a great time when we just landed here and he did his culture shock TikTok video on the Nation's account. When he said he was in culture shock just looking at the lights and the casinos, I knew we were in for a great night. I knew we were in for a great trip, I should say, with Waz, and he is not disappointed.
Oh, and the photo he posted this morning, beautiful backdrop, just him like doing a selfie with a beautiful backdrop. And he's like, Vegas is wild. And it's like this very pretty picture.
Yeah, it's very nice.
Tyler, have you had any random Waz instances while we're here? Because we just keep running into him randomly on the strip.
He is everywhere and he is nowhere all at the same time.
So we wanted to have him on here, but nobody has eyes on Waz since first thing this morning.
Well, yeah, so he's in a room with Dangerous Wade. For the most part, everyone else is either solo, like Liam and Jay. I guess you're with Captain Felton now. Or they're...
Liam is. I won't bring anyone into my bronchitis room.
Oh, good point. Or we're teamed up with another employee, right? Like a coworker. Yeah. And Waz is with Dangerous Wade.
A man who he has not met before they were at the airport.
Yeah. And it's hard to keep track. I think it's hard to keep track of Dangerous Wade because he's always out doing cool shit. But then there's also Waz now who's kind of just on his own. And that concerns me a little bit for him, his first time in Vegas. But also, he's generally a timid soul. So I feel like he's not going to get in very much trouble.
But he's getting in everything. Yesterday, I was with my buddy. And I was at the MGM Grand, and I put in the group chat a photo of me playing the plastic ponies. Within 30 seconds, Waz was sitting beside me. 30 seconds.
He likes that machine.
Like boom, but then just as quick, as quick as he came, he left, and that's what was hilarious because he's playing like, oh, I love this game, and then I'm like, okay, I go taste my beer, and I look, and then vanished.
He's a mystery. Did you see Liam? Oh,
We've got Liam. He's getting the mic in here. I heard you're a hurting unit today, pal.
I have a salad to help
kind?
me refresh.
Well, you got to get some
Caesar.
vitamins in.
Yeah.
Oh, Caesar, that'll
That's
do
a
it.
good-
That'll tighten it up.
Yeah, that'll help.
I'm wearing Liam's sunglasses right now, and I know we're going to talk about this. And
Liam's sunglasses that he inherited from Dan
I
yesterday.
can't begin
Yeah.
to tell you how much better I feel when I wear them,
Oh,
and
yeah.
actually how dark they make things.
I didn't realize how bright everything was in this city.
So, Liam, we were just talking about adventures with Waz in the wild.
With was?
Yeah.
What have we covered?
Well, just I wanted
It's
I wanted to
impossible
know
to cover it all.
your side of it because we're just having so much fun watching him just discover Vegas for the first time and running into him randomly, just nowhere in particular.
Yeah, I saw him yesterday just walking around the strip, and he didn't see me. And he was,
You said hi to him, did you not?
I said hello, and he just was like looking up in the skies and at everything.
I love it. We've been living through Waz's eyes for a fresh trip here.
How about the chicken wings you got yesterday?
The chicken wings?
Do you remember those?
Yeah.
So, Bag Milk was like, "Who are these wings?" And Waz was like, "Oh, they're mine." And he started biting into them. So, what flavor is this? He's like, "What was it?"
It was just like
Jamaican jerk.
Jamaican
jerk.
jerky. Never heard of that one.
Well, it's like Caribbean jerk. It's
Oh,
jerk
is
That's
Ah,
what it is?
jerk. Oh, yeah,
I
yeah,
literally
yeah,
never
that's
heard
good.
of it.
it was just like generic spicy though, and they were too hot for Waz, so he couldn't handle them. But he also ordered a spicy wing at the same point. That's just the trip he was on. So let's get to Tom's Watch Bar because last night we packed that place with. There's our group of 50. I just did a quick recap article. It's up at OilersNation.com. Go check that one out. But group of us. We're 50. We roll in. We cover one side of the bar, but then you look across the velvet rope, and there was just so many Oilers fans on the other side of the bar. And then as you walk deep into the casino, still all the way around. The nation was out in full force last night.
It was great. Yeah, like the fan base travels well in general, but then when you add like Vegas into the mix, like it's just great seeing how many people make this their vacation, right? Like,
Yeah.
even, not even just a part of ours, obviously, but like, no man, people make their trip. They take their vacation days. They spend their money to come watch the Oilers in Vegas. It's great.
And just they saw us put out the flag saying we were going to be there, and just a lot of amazing nation citizens that were just there because they're here.
Oh,
There was nation gear all over the bar,
Yeah.
hats everywhere. You love to see it, and then the Oilers pump 7 goals home.
oh,
It just set the tone for it. Like the ingredients were there to blow the roof off the place. You're in Vegas, you're ready to party. Oilers games on,
Yep.
and then they dummy the Sharks. It was great.
Seven
Great
tonight?
night. Same tonight.
thanks for 7 tonight.
I think we get 7
I'll
tonight.
throw my shirt on the ice.
Well, that would be that would be your romper. So that is one piece. So you're going to be nude. Yes, documented. Challenge accepted.
Sure.
So the Oilers game wraps. We jump in cabs and Ubers, and we make our way down to Fremont Street.
Oh my God.
And Liam's leadership kind of set the tone for the night because there was a cover band on. They were great, but we were on the outskirts. And you kind of grabbed the bull by the horns and you brought us out right up to the gate.
Yeah.
Well, can I just, to add to Liam's leadership, before that, you guys were already on Fremont.
Yeah.
And there was a group of 7 of us in the casino at the Park MGM. And we were like, are we going to Fremont? And we were all kind of hemming and hawing. Me and my buddy John were kind of like, we might call it a night early. And Liam just throws his hand. There's 7. He throws his hand in the middle. He goes, Fremont. And then, like, right after it was boom, Aaron, Gavin, Kennedy, Gina, everyone threw their hands in. And me and my buddy John looked at each other like, son of a bitch. You can't, when someone does that, you can't say
Hands
no.
in.
Hands in.
Peer
And we
pressure
went-
works.
I feel like there was one name missing from that little group, though.
Eli?
Yeah, that's the name.
Yeah, he had
So
8
your
shots.
pal Eli was arguably the drunkest man on earth last night.
Yep.
He partied. He showed up to the party partying.
Yeah.
How's he doing today?
Well, he fell asleep in all of his clothes and his shoes.
Perfect.
And then he woke up. I talked to him this morning, actually, for the first time, because he slept from the game would have ended, he was back at the hotel before the game ended. It's like 9:10, and he slept right till 10:05 this morning when I woke him up. So he slept for like 13 hours.
Oh,
and he
I'm
was
jealous.
like, I think the first time I fell asleep, I might have been wearing my clothes. I was like, oh, buddy, you were just on top of the sheets. He was struggling.
I like how you were nice to him and said that he fell asleep that way.
Yeah.
I think in most worlds, this is called passing out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were dead to the world at that point.
But anyways, Liam's leadership to get us to Fremont was also outstanding.
I did
And
not
then-
know that you put the hand in the middle to get the party started.
I forgot. that happened. So
Jesus, take the wheel.
And then we were just stood at the back, and I just said, I was like, let's go to the front, and it was awesome.
So once we got up to the front at the cover band, and that cover band, if you haven't gone to see a cover band on Fremont Street, you got to go.
She had pipes.
They pull out tunes you haven't heard in a while, like a long while.
Yeah, but they sing. It's not like oldies, or like it was like hits from 2012.
Jams.
It's like the 2000s and beyond.
Yeah.
A lot of Pitbull.
A lot of Pitbull.
A lot of Flo Rida.
Some David Guetta was coming out. They did Pony. Come on, we were all grinding.
Fuck, that was unreal.
But the best part was that at first, following Liam, it's me, Liam, and Aaron. We go up to the gate. We start boogieing. I turn around shortly thereafter, and the rest of the crew is there, and we had a nation dance party.
My favorite part was when the dance circle formed.
Yes.
And I pushed Waz into the middle of it.
Yes.
And he just gave a little boogie, and it was so funny.
He also,
Oh, yeah.
he gave a little boogie, and then he also didn't have an exit strategy planned
Yes,
out.
yes, of
So he
course.
was just kind of spinning.
Didn't know what to do.
It was the best. And then also a very funny part about that dance circle was when strangers showed up, and then we just were like, oh, then we split and went back to our own dances. It was great.
Yeah.
That was a galvanizing event for the nation team last night.
Fremont is just, it's such a vibe. It's such a must do. You can't describe it. You just got to get there. You got to get there. And once you're amongst it, you're like, I now understand.
Coming into the trip, I was like, I don't think I'm gonna go. Like, and then now that I'm there tonight, I'm like, I want to go back tonight. Like, I want Fremont 2.0. I want to relive that night every night.
There's nothing else to do there but have a good time. Because it's just like so tight. Where like you're on the strip and it's obviously awesome. But
Beautifully
you can
lit,
like
too.
dip in and out of places and like everyone's just vibing.
Yep.
At least that's what I thought when
They
I
should
was
have a
front row.
sign. That should be a sign on the way in.
Vibing.
There's
I'm gonna-
nothing else you can do here besides have a good time.
Only vibes.
I gotta get Waz on the thingy,
Zip line.
the zip line.
Oh, yeah. Do that.
I would film that. I would laugh until I got home.
Are you drinking a chelada?
Yeah, man, you got to set the tone early.
It's a breakfast.
It's a breakfast beer.
Fair.
Listen,
You got. I'm telling you guys.
You cannot judge. You have not had. I offered. So there's that Jack Daniels.
yep.
I said if you have this, I'll count it as 4 to your 10, and he didn't do it.
You're struggling today, pal.
I am. I gotta wake up. I gotta get going somehow.
the
Well, 'cause
only
the
way
we
to
got a
get
big
back
shift
into
ahead.
it is to get back into it.
I know. I got a
Honestly,
couple
the first
sodas
Like
in
you
my
get back
room.
into it.
The first shot hurts, and I know it does. I've been there. I've done it once or 3 times or 4 maybe. It hurts, but then the painkillers kick in. You start to feel good. You get a little tingle in your feet.
For the record, we are not taking painkillers. He's just referencing
No, it's like
alcohol.
the chelada.
Yeah,
It's
no,
my
the
entry
alcohol kicks
point.
in. Yeah, the painkiller kicks in. There we go.
There you go, Tyler. Come on. Captain Felton is in
Guys,
the room
I might
with us.
throw up if I take this.
Do it on the
it.
podcast.
Do
Do
it.
it. Do it. Do it. Yeah, Tyler's opening the bottle. Hands in the middle. Let's go. Tyler's got his little mini bottle open. But while he's opening that, Captain Felton's sitting in the room here. Real quick, because I know you guys covered it on ONE. You were in the chat on Oilers Nation every day yesterday. Well, here goes Tyler. Down the hatch, buddy. It's going to feel good. Oh, that's a tough pour.
Attaboy. There it is.
There you go.
There it is.
There you
Shake
go.
it off. Grab a handful of Caesar if you need it.
A little bit of medicine does you good. So you were in the chat on Oilers Nation every day. Jay just basically said you should come down here, and here you are.
I mean, I was really contemplating trying to join the vacation earlier on in the year, and then flight deals came up, and here I am.
So what are we
peer
expecting?
pressure?
What are we
It was- well,
expecting today?
but he was also it was like we threw out the bat signal because we knew this game needed the captain and the captain uniform, and we also knew that it was going to bring out the romper. So this is so that it was like everyone had to do this.
So this lines up perfectly because you're on a 24-hour run in Vegas. We're on the last
jealous.
day.
That's more
we
than
got
enough
a
time.
big shift. We got a big shift coming up. So what's the expectations for today? Tyler's in his feelings right now. Oh.
You should go to the bathroom.
It's just so spicy.
You're good. Just tough it out.
What do we got today? So I've got some cash in my pocket that's burning a hole. I didn't
Oh,
do
yeah.
any gambling yesterday.
I need to go bet on football.
I am going. I'm either leaving Vegas with an amazing win story or losing it all, and I don't give an F.
So
Yes.
we've got our friends at Betway. We're going to be doing some betting today. What are we thinking today? Let's start with the Oilers game first.
That one scares me.
We're
Bet
manifesting a
with
win.
your heart.
Puck line.
Puck line.
I'm going to
Puck
sprinkle
line.
puck line. I'm going to be more conservative. I'm just going to go heavy money line.
And with that, though, I think it's going to be a tight game. Power play goal and empty net is on the agenda tonight.
You haven't called for that in a while.
I bet it yesterday. But I haven't said it in public.
It barely goes a day with those things.
Yeah.
Yep. That'll be a good one.
Tyler, what are you thinking? Just what's the approach? You're on the second half of back-to-back set. Do we even know who's starting in net?
No.
It's Campbell.
Campbell. Let's go.
gotta be
Soup.
Think so?
Captain Picard.
Captain Picard.
Who's saying this?
What do you mean who's saying?
Are you eating your salad one leaf at a time?
Well,
That's
I've
just what
found
stabs.
an interesting thing in my salad.
What is this?
A fish.
An anchovy. Well, that's standard for a Caesar salad.
Is it?
Yes.
I've never had
Very
that
proper.
Are you gonna eat
Found
it?
a fish.
Anyways,
As a man who has an aquarium, you should be pumped with that.
well, there was no change in his voice. He was like,
That looks
well,
really gross.
I found something different about my salad here.
Anchovies is like in a traditional Caesar has anchovies.
Oh, well,
Yeah, but
I
they
ate
do
one
not put a
before and
fucking
wasn't
full one.
expecting it. And now I just found out what it was.
Yeah, that would be a surprise.
They don't put a full one.
You just
Yeah, it's
ate
where they put a
and
full
bit
one, but-
through
I've
an
made Caesar
anchovy
salad
that
from
big.
scratch. That's not what you do.
Yeah, I just put my fork in and forked it, and then came back and just threw it in my mouth. And it was a little slimy.
I found a fish in my salad.
Yeah.
I might title this, I found a fish in my salad. I love it. Tyler, what's your approach tonight?
Yeah, I think I'm going Oilers money line for sure, and probably heavy on that. I don't want to risk it on the puck line. Last time the Oilers needed overtime to beat the Golden Knights, so player prop wise, Liam brought up a good point. Hyman's missed his shot prop in back to back, so I feel like he's kind of due.
Plus money.
Yeah, plus money
I like
again
that.
because he's missed it in back to back. So I'll go Hyman heavy shot prop. I like doing that one. I'd probably bet it every game at this point.
I got a Connor goal at even money. I feel like the boys, if they win tonight, they're going out for a Connor McDavid birthday celebration in Vegas.
Well deserved.
It's got to be motivational for them tonight.
It's gotta be.
I hate to burst your bubble, but they're not.
Yeah, so
Fine,
I'm with
Rick.
Rick.
Consider it
Fine,
bliss.
Rick.
I'm with Rick last night. And Rick just shows me his phone as a badge pops up, a notification badge from Evan Bouchard.
I wanted him to meet my friend Jay.
Yeah, we need to work. We need to work.
They're both fathers.
I
I'm
think
sure they can sit
I think
down
we
and talk
do
about
need to meet
something.
because he's gonna hate me, and that's gonna ignite the fire, and the
Yeah.
fire we so desperately need.
You're manifesting a spicier Bouchard is what
I'm
you're
just,
doing.
I'm taking the Mike Keenan approach with him.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, or the Mike Babcock.
Oh, that's a different one.
What about betting in the casinos today? Because 2 nights ago,
You want the slips?
I went on a little bit of a run when we were playing craps.
That is
Oh,
reverse hyperbole. It was an absolute heater.
It was
It was
great.
a heater.
It was I
craps table.
probably kissed 20 rolls on the craps
I
table.
think, dude,
yeah,
I think we
easily.
if we can get an afternoon craps table,
I would love
it'll be
that.
wide open.
So
I
that's
would
what
love
I'm
that.
talking about today.
Yeah.
So
We gotta play some
maybe
craps
before
today.
the game, maybe at like 4 o'clock or something, we try to form a nation craps table.
100%. Tyler, you look like you're ready to party today.
Tyler's my spirit animal right now. What's your BPP? B beers per period. Yeah, BPP. It's been a while since I said that.
Last night we just ordered a giant bowl of punch to our table.
Yeah, that was so
So
weird.
you
Waz-
ordered that bowl of punch, and then later on in the night,
Waz
me
is
and Rick,
walking around with it, drinking out of the ladle.
he's drinking out of the ladle.
But it was just water. Like I
At
just
that
put.
point, yeah, it was done.
Yeah, I
He
just poured a
needed some
jug of
refreshments
water
at
in
that
there.
point.
He just took it.
So
took a
I
timeout earlier.
walked up to the punch table because I was at MGM Grand with my buddy, and then he had some buddies show up, and the guy's like, "I'll buy you a drink," and I was really craving a bourbon, so I go, "Oh, can I get a double Angel's Envy? I love Angel's Envy," and I forgot I'm in Vegas. And a double means literally a liter of bourbon. And then this poor guy had to pay like $45 US for this ticket. I felt so bad. I wasn't thinking. Anyways, I finished my liter of bourbon, and then I have my glass because the thing about Vegas is you can walk out of one establishment, walk across the street with a glass,
Yep.
and go into another, and it's totally cool.
Yeah.
They have the punch bowl there. I go and scoop the punch and put it, and it was you or something like, "Hey man, this bowl is $120."
There's $119 for that bowl of punch. 119 US.
Oh my lord.
No, that's on brand though. That's on brand because if you go back to I don't know
Coombsy.
which Vegas trip it was,
The first one.
with Coombe, and we were at PF Chang's, and they got that big that big bowl of whatever the hell, and they had 9 straws in it, and that thing was expensive.
You also got the tomahawk steak.
Well, yeah. What else supposed to get?
Yeah, that's just a light
For
lunch.
breakfast.
We're
I get
going for a
noodles at
light
home.
lunch. You go for a tomahawk steak.
It's probably just a full anchovy.
Tyler, could we get a Tyler tries an anchovy?
Fuck.
Oh.
Tyler tries vomiting in the bed.
Actually, no. What? We'll deduct. If you have an anchovy, that deducts 2 towards
No,
your 10.
you're making up these weird games.
I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to save you, actually.
I am past help.
I
We should order room IVs.
yes. Oh, a little shot of B12. That'd be nice. That'd be real nice.
They're awkward though. You sit there and your arm just because you have this stupid needle in you for a while. I honestly, so we did it a couple months ago. I didn't feel a big difference.
I think it helped on the recovery. Like it shortened the recovery.
You've done it too?
I did it in New Orleans after a football trip we did on the last day. And it did make me feel better then, but like a football trip with your buddies, like that is normally a 4 to 5 day hangover. Like
I was
and
told
I
you're
think-
supposed to do it like a day previous to partying.
I used to get them in
If you're
Asia,
gonna start
but
throwing down for a big weekend, you get it done like Thursday or Friday.
I used to get them done in Asia, but not the IV ones. I would just go for a B12 jab.
Oh.
And it'd just be like, whoom, shot in the arm. It was great.
I'd take a needle right now.
Yep. I'm actually, Rick and I share rooms on these trips a lot, and we've been in great shape both mornings.
Yeah, man.
No problems.
No.
I was a little rough this morning, but I was craving that delicious breakfast.
It was a great breakfast.
was
I've been
great
feeling
breakfast.
better ever since, but I'm run down.
I was also a nice surprise last night. I bought the shittiest sandwich downstairs in the lobby last night. Me and Liam were looking for food as we were cruising Fremont. We couldn't find anything worth standing in line for.
Breakfast led you last night.
Well, he did. He said he was going to In-N-Out. So Liam and I are cruising for In-N-Out. They were at White Castle.
Oh, we walked by White Castle.
Yeah, we were in there.
You didn't see us?
No, I couldn't see anything.
White Castle is it's tough to describe. Like
It was a nice surprise when I got back to the room and Rick just had some
you
bonus
didn't eat all
burgers
your-
for
You
me.
didn't eat all your White Castles.
I ate 2
Two.
of my 3.
4. They came with
Oh, was it
4s.
4? Oh,
Yeah.
like their meal, you get 4 burgers, but they're
Yeah.
these little guys. But like, it is like the bun meat situation is
They got
so
the pickle and onion in there.
yeah. Oh, the pickle's amazing,
Dude,
I felt yeah.
The pickle is the perfect little.
They
Yeah.
need. I know it's gonna screw up their time because it's such a system behind there. A little squirt of mustard on there would be perfect, though.
Surely we have the technology.
You gotta get like a gun. You should see the system though.
Yeah,
I'd love to go. Me and Liam were looking for an In-N-Out though, so
It was at the other end, so I wasn't totally wrong. I was just partially wrong.
I also donated $20 to something last night too.
yes, you
what?
did.
I don't know. This guy came up to me and he had
It was for animal rescue.
Yeah, he had a binder with all these animals on it, and he asked me, "What did he ask us?" He's like, "Are you a millionaire?" And I said, "Yep." And he said, "All right, then you should have a couple of bucks to donate to this." And I was like, "Oh well."
But you
Get
also
out of this
you were
now.
also hanging around. He's like, I'm gonna get you a tax receipt, and then Liam's hanging around. I'm like, Liam, you don't live in this country, and he goes, oh yeah. So he just dropped the $20, and we just kind of rolled.
Oh well.
Fremont
Whatever.
Street is
Hey,
amazing.
you got to give to get, you know.
Yep, that's the karma I needed to get this salad with fish in it.
No, this is all leading up to a nice craps table session.
So we've got one night left in Vegas.
Yes.
Tyler's gonna make it. He's gonna be here. He's gonna party with us. What's the move after the game tonight when the Oilers beat the Vegas Golden Knights?
Man, it's hard not to want to go freak on Fremont.
It's hard to just not
like
say
if,
we're
if
gonna
it's
go
a
to bed.
vibe and you're feeling good, like you got to go to Fremont.
I think he.
I might bust out the Bernie.
What's that?
The dance, the Bernie.
Oh yeah. Tyler, you hit the gritty a couple of times on Fremont last night.
Fuck yeah, I did.
And once-
Rick,
Rick,
wait,
yeah,
wait, wait,
Rick's
wait,
got
wait,
some
wait.
comments about Tyler's gritty.
But you're just like a 1-footer.
That's all it is.
No, they use both feet. They go like left, right, like they're walking.
Yeah.
Come on.
Captain Felton's gonna do like,
But yeah, yours left, right, left, right, left,
No,
right.
see, I'm a
It's-
1 foot
Yeah,
kicker.
yeah, you're just like
and Tyler doesn't do the eye thing.
Oh, bring it up.
Yeah, you don't do the
Yeah,
eye
I
thing.
don't bring it up.
No, you had a little.
But it's my own style. Whoa.
That's exactly what he said last night too. He's like, no,
It's the shitty.
he's like, I get it. This is the way
the
I do
tie-tie.
it. It's, like,
It's my own
spin
flair
on
on the
it.
gritty.
He has his own brand, right?
I find it hard to think like. I think the Nation Vacation gets us healthier because I did about 23,000 steps yesterday. Stair Club is full effect. Liam embraced it full on, and you are a guy who takes the elevator at the office.
That's one
That's
floor
just
for the
mind
record.
blowing to me. But
Vegas has magically cured my friend Eli's knee.
Yes,
Yeah.
he's moving around.
So
He's
real
blown
quick,
every ligament.
what happened to Eli's knee?
So he's the goalie on our beer league team, and someone drove into the post in our game on Sunday night and pinned his knee between the posts. So he's fully.
Oh, he got Bergeron.
Yeah, he's fully blown his
Wilson.
meniscus, and he's a partial ACL MCL tear. And he went to the doctors on Monday, and they're like, "This is really bad. Like, you're not gonna be able to play sports for a long time." And he was like, "But can I go to Vegas?" And the doctor was like, "When? Thursday? Like 72 hours or now?" And the doctor's like, "Yeah, just try not to walk too much." He was like, "I'll be fine." And
I legit thought he was gonna be on crutches when I saw him.
yeah, me too. But he's toughing it out, and there's a few times where escalators have been down, and he just gulps and he hammers those stairs. He's fighting through the pain. I love it.
Well,
And
based
yeah,
on-
so he's fighting through the pain. I love it. Yeah,
Yeah.
it took
Yeah.
you till fucking whatever time it is to put down a fucking pink Whitney. I want you to find the inner Eli in you, and let's find one more night.
I think we all need to find the inner Eli in us today.
I'm gonna get there. Just gonna take a minute.
Another thing I just want to touch on real quick. Our first night here, we stopped at the Plastic Ponies. Arguably one of the dumbest possible games you can play in the city, but at the same time, screaming at those dumb horses is kind of fun.
Dan just got so angry right now, and he has no idea why.
Yeah, he's just like, the fuck. Yesterday, by the way, when we gave the ponies a cold performer on Oilers Nation Radio, Dan looked like we just personally hurt him.
The ponies, it's just you're paying for entertainment.
It's a slow
all it
burn.
is, yeah.
Like you can go and play, and $20 can last you an hour.
I turned my 5 into 10 on the ponies yesterday, but I was only betting straight up on the horses. I wasn't diving into the nonsense we were doing.
I hit a
The
48 to
trifectas?
1. I hit a 48 to 1 long shot horse to win yesterday.
Wow.
That was fun.
Only
Then I
took
lost
you
it.
what 48 turns to hit that 48 to 1.
That's that means I got to play 48 races. That's fun. I was entertained.
Tyler, thoughts on the ponies?
There's just again, if you
can't
if you
bet
have
enough
50
on
bucks,
for 'em.
if you have $50 and you're like, I want to flip this 50 real quick, don't play the ponies.
No,
if you have
no.
$50 and you're like, I want to get some free drinks and sit here for an
Yeah,
hour and a
I've
half,
got 2 hours
hell
to
yeah.
burn.
Yeah, that's the way to do it because it is entertaining.
And you get free drinks.
And you
You're
get
just
free
not
drinks.
winning
And watching
nothing.
those little suckers go around the track is great.
You're yelling at plastic horses. It doesn't get any sillier than that.
I love it. Captain, favorite Vegas game?
Well, I'm hoping it's going to be the craps table pretty quick. Hey,
Are you a gambler?
I'm all right with blackjack and a little bit of poker, but not really much.
Oh, apparently I'm not surprised. Waz went and played blackjack and
Oh,
had the
this was
whole
so
table
funny.
hate him.
This was.
No, it was the
You were
dealer.
there, right?
Yeah, okay, so it was, we had a little nation blackjack table going. So it was me, Gavin, Aaron, my buddies John and Eli. And then someone got up because they lost their money, and Waz was like, I'll give it a try, $15 minimum. And this dealer we had was hilarious. She was like talking shit to us. She was trying to guess our names. She was just a whole vibe. So Waz sits down, he pulls out $20. And she looks at him, she goes, no.
For a $15 minimum?
Yeah. And she goes, no.
I'll play one hand, please.
And he was like, well, yeah. And he was very confused. He's like, yeah, 20. And I was like, wow, it's $15 minimum. And you could tell he was like rattled. And she was like, you need more than that. And he was like, and he opens up his wallet. She sees the 50 and she's like, 50. And he was like, oh, okay. So he goes and he doesn't understand the ace thing. He can't do the math quick enough. So there were times like he'd have a 17, the dealer's got a 6, and he's like, hit me. And the dealer's like, no, and just skips past him. So he wasn't even really playing. The dealer was just telling him what to do and doing it without him answering. And then he lost his money in relatively short order. And the dealer just looks at him and goes, you suck. You're awful at this. And he was like, I know. And the dealer was just ruthless to this kid. It was hilarious.
I love that.
And then he got up after losing $50 and was standing next to my buddy John and just kept being like, oh, okay, so you want to get like as close as you can to 21. And John's like, you just played, like, what were you doing, man? It was great. Waz has no idea how to play blackjack.
So we have a nation staff group text going so we can all keep in touch, keep track of each other. Just randomly, Waz chimes in there yesterday. Blackjack Taylor told me I was the worst she's ever seen. And I don't remember where we were at that time. I just look at my phone and I laughed out loud on the strip.
We could be eating chicken at that time.
Oh, we really should just have a camera on Waz this whole time.
Next time we
ice
come,
him.
we're just going to GoPro him. Adventures with Waz, but like Tyler's idea with the train guy, the weird.
Francis cam, yeah.
Yeah, the
gotta see
concave
it.
cam.
Both views.
All right, well, let's wrap it up with a score prediction. 4-2 Oiler win. It's coming. I'm betting on it today, actually.
I'm gonna say 5-4 in OT.
Oh, that'd be a good
Oh,
vibe.
man.
That'd be a great vibe.
That would be electric and also extremely stressful.
And I'm gonna say tonight is spicy. I think we're gonna get some shit. People are gonna be pissed off. Players wise, there's gonna be some shit after the whistle. There's gonna be some fights.
Yeah, our guys better be pissed off because they can't fucking play in Vegas tonight.
Yep.
They're flying back right after the game?
Yeah.
Lame. Captain, your thoughts?
I really feel like the game's going to go to overtime, but I got to ride with the romper. We're going shutout, baby.
Yeah.
Ooh. Liam?
Let's ride. Gavin Felton was doing jazz hands while he gave that score prediction as well.
Gavin, come on over here, too. I want to know your prediction.
5-3 Oilers, power play goal and empty net.
Jay?
Oh, man. 3-2 Oil.
Rick?
The boys are feeling it. The hands are hot. The goalie's playing well. It's 6-3.
I love
Let's
it.
ride.
Gavin, before you give your score prediction, your first nation vacation with us, your thoughts on the nation dance party last night?
Oh man, it was like you had to be here to see it. Nothing else beat that. Like first nation trip with everyone. Fuck, that was fun.
We had a great night. We had a great night. Your score prediction?
I'm gonna ride shoutout every day until it happens. 3-0 Oil.
I love it. The context here is for the last week now, every game, Gavin's been it's been 200 and whatever days since the shutout. They're due.
292 today?
Yeah, 292. So
That's your
we're
brand.
due. We're due, and that's due. It's gonna happen.
I walked up to him
It
with
doesn't matter. The math is on our side.
I walked up to him with 5 minutes to go last night. And I looked at him. I was like, 291. I think it's over.
Yeah, and then
It was
30
you.
seconds after. Yeah, and then they scored. Devastating.
Devastating. Well,
I was
there it
just
is.
trying to get the over
You bet the
7.5.
shutout last night?
I did.
Oh, good
I
man.
did. Yeah. So yeah,
You were on
4
a
minutes
correct
away.
score.
We almost got it.
I bet the Connor McDavid hat trick, and I still swear that it happened.
Oh,
Real
I
quick,
had a
real
great
quick.
day with gambling yesterday.
Jay
Rogan.
thought Nugent Hopkins' goal was Connor's third,
Yeah.
and he jumped
'Cause
up. He touched the roof almost.
He had $5 down on Connor's hat trick.
I love it.
Oh, I was convinced.
I love it. For our friends at the audio
This isn't
department,
even over yet, and Tyler's already packing up the gear.
for our friends at the audio department and Trilogy Oilfield Rentals, Tyler wants to put the gear away, and we want to have a cocktail. So thank you for checking in on the bonus episode of Better Late Than Never. Tell a friend, subscribe. There's no intro. There's no voicemails today. We will talk to you soon.